Good day, YouTube. Today's video, I'm going to talk about something that I've already done in the past, but this is specific to Guard and Air Force Reserve members. In some cases, the information may apply to other branches, but my expertise is with the Air Force, so that's what I'll talk about. Benefits and compensation. Now, I've already done a video like that in the past. You'll see the link below, the old video. Also, military ID card and discounts and how to reduce expenses. But this is specifically to the Guard and Air Force Reserve benefits that you as a service member are entitled to, and sometimes your family members. I'm going to do the video from home because I'm at work, but I'm going to share some websites with you, some good information. Hope you enjoy. This is my new office where I've been for 3 months. And that was my last active duty base. Well, not base, but that's Diamond Head in Hawaii. Hawaii was my last base for active duty. There are many benefits that reservist and National Guard may qualify for, so I'll talk about that today. Like I said, this applies to people who are interested in the reserves and Guard. If you are active duty right now and are thinking about going into the Guard or reserve, this can apply to you. If you are prior service, meaning if you've been in another branch and are thinking of joining the Air Force, Guard or Reserve, this may apply to you. So let's begin with tuition assistance. According to some of the research that I've done, according to military.com, which is a website, and I'm going to show you 4 websites today. Military.com is saying that for reservists, 100% tuition assistance for undergraduate degree programs. So if you're working on your bachelor's degree, 100% tuition assistance not to exceed $250 per semester per hour, or $166.67 per quarter. But here's the good news, up to $4,500 per year per service member. That's a big deal. So that's for undergraduate. For graduate, let's say you already have a bachelor's degree and are interested in tuition assistance for your master's degree, the Air Force will cover 75% tuition. That means you have to come up with 25%. That is still a good deal, up to $4,500 per year. There's a website that unfortunately I can't share with you. It's called MyPERS. Go through the Air Force portal and type in MyPERS. The reason I can't show it to you is because you have to have a common access card, access, CAC, or a username and password, which I don't have a username and password. I use my card. But there are many benefits as a reservist or Guard member, and this probably applies to many of the other branches out there, but my knowledge is with Air Force, so I'll stick with that. Thrift savings plan, investing. Do you know that today I actually initiated my Roth TSP since I'm back on active duty, and I wanted my pay to come in, so I actually started that today, and that's very easy. You do it through DFAST MyPay. You put the percentage that you want, and if you want to do some research, when I was uneducated when it came to investing, I thought it was like, I don't want to lose money, but there's performance reports out there or tracking reports on how TSP is doing, whether it's the Roth, whether it's the life cycle fund, and so forth. So I already talked about tuition assistance. My wife shops at the commissary often for groceries because they are competitive, very competitive. In fact, Walmart is good. I'll just throw that out there as far as their prices, but the commissary is very competitive. And according to my wife, when she buys meats, the prices are a lot cheaper than Walmart. So as a reservist, you have access to the commissary, which if you don't know what that is, it's a supermarket. And the base exchange. Base exchange, I really don't shop there a lot, but it's tax-free. So if you're purchasing a big item, such as that television like that, which is not mine because this is not my house, you can buy it at a good price in most cases, and they match competition. So if you have an actual coupon of a local vendor, the base exchange will match it, and there is no tax. As a reservist or Guard member, you can also sign up for Service Members Group Life Insurance, SGLI. I already said what that is, life insurance. Hopefully you have that. That's very important. And that can go up to $400,000 if you want. If you are married, you should cover your spouse, your husband or your wife as well. It'll depend on his or her age. It's cheap and expensive, up to $100,000. Medical and dental care benefits for reservists, which I hear is a very good option. Right now, what I have is active duty, and it is an incredible option. I talked about 2 links at the beginning of this video, and I'll post those at the bottom of this video, because something that I want to share with you right here, I've already talked to in one of my videos a year ago, Air Force Compensation Fact Sheet for 2015. And this has a lot of information that applies mainly to active duty, but as a reservist as well. So let me show you the first web page that I want to share with you today. This is it. It is the official Air Force Reserve webpage. Very helpful. And here's what I would recommend is when you go to this website, read the links up here. Here's benefits. Here's education, financial. I already talked about commissary, low-cost insurance, plan for the future. Maybe that's TSP. But click on benefits right there. And you can see education. I didn't even talk about the post 9/11 bill. Hopefully you have that. Student repayment loan. Make sure you actually contact the Air Force Reserve for something like this. I'm not really experienced with that. Financial, quality of life programs. You keep your rank. If you have a job, let's just say you are doing security forces, but you want to do something different. It's very easy to retrain. As a reservist, it is a part-time job, but if your schedule allows for you to have more time and work more for the Air Force, if they have the funding, that is a great deal because you're on active duty for 30 days, for 2 weeks, for 4 months, depending on your schedule. So it is a great part-time job. So that is the first website, very brief. Next one, to be fair to the Guard, is Air National Guard. And if you go to careers here at the top, military vacancy announcements, a lot of good information that honestly I haven't read other than this here. This is the VA. So if you go to the VA, which stands for Veterans Affairs, .gov website, and type in specific reserve Guard benefits, this is what you will see. Specific to the Guard and Reserve. And here are the benefits that you may qualify through the VA. Burials and memorials. Read the information here so you are educated on it, about the VA and so forth. The last one is military.com. And click on the benefits right there. Good information here as well. Those are just some of the websites, 4 websites that I decided. Like I said, there's another one called MyPERS. If you are already in the Air Force Active Duty Guard Reserve, go to the portal and type in MyPERS, which stands for My Personnel, or my Personnel, we'll just leave it at that, and see what's out there. The information is out there. If you have questions, ask the expert. I'm not always the expert. I like to answer questions, but there are people out there who are experts in their jobs. Pick their brain, ask their questions. I will say this, the Air Force Reserve is the best kept secret. I've said it in briefings before in my civilian job, maybe in my previous videos, because when I left active duty in 2006, because of a reduction in force, the Reserve opened their arms, or not their arms, their doors to me, and I came in. I've done professional military education as active duty, as a reservist, which means you get to go somewhere and learn PME with active duty folks, with Guard folks as well. You get to go TDY, temporary duty. Sometimes it's nice to leave home for a week or longer and see something different, meet new teammates out there, meet new people. I've talked about benefits today. But here's the thing, serving in the military, whether you're active duty, regardless of branch, Guard or Reserve, is a great honor. And I wanted to start off something, but here's what I'll do is I'll end it with this. Did you know that in 2013, according to the New York Times, only half of 1% of Americans are serving in the military? Half of 1%. During World War II, it was 12%. So the ID card that we have as service members is a privilege to have and also a benefit for us. I hope this has been helpful. It's kind of a long video, but a lot of great information. You take care.